This music sucks. Oh, hi. Okay, is it loading or what?
Stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
And these are my 14th.
Is that what it's doing?
What do you think, honey? I know what I could play for your birthday.
Oh, shit, oh my god. Nice. Oh, hello. Damn, these cigarettes are so crinkled up. Jesus. No one's out tonight. Ay, ay. I guess it is 3:30 in the morning now. There has to be some drunks out there. Always said the only people up at this hour are probably drunks. I used to be plastered by 10 o'clock at night. I would carry that through till I would go to sleep at 11 in the morning. Those were the days, my friends. Those were pretty good weekends. Start drinking as soon as I woke up and be drunk till I went to sleep. But the good times have to stop sooner or later. can't do that forever, you know?
This is Google Pixel 9a with Gemini. It's free at Verizon. With plans starting at $50 a line. And how are you? And Gemini helping you respond in Spanish and Spanish. So get Google Pixel 9a on us and our new 3-year price lock guarantee for plans starting at $30.
You can't outrun your demons forever. They always catch up to you. You have to stare them down eventually and just face them. They always catch up. When they catch up to you, oh boy, stop running. That's how I ran away from them, with alcohol. I tried to cover them up. I still want to so badly. Every day's a struggle. How much longer can I keep them at bay, the voices? They're screaming. It's a disease. Once you're an alcoholic, it doesn't go away. You're always an alcoholic. That's the bitch of it. I hope it goes away, I really do. But, it's like I hope this numbness goes away, but it's not gonna go away. I know that. Just have to deal with it. It's my new life I have to just deal with. I haven't even smoked a cigarette until now. I still don't have any people in my life soon. You would think I'm sitting here making crack cocaine or something, that YouTube despises me so much. That's fine. Maybe I'm just such a horrible person, I suppose. I guess I can just make more videos no one's gonna watch. I can do that, I guess. That'll be fun. I can do that. Ow, that hurt. Burnt my finger a little. It's fine. I can still feel that, so that's good. It could be worse. I could not even feel my fingers being burnt by a hot cherry. Yeah, no alcohol. I haven't had any alcohol since December 19th. I guess I had enough alcohol for one lifetime. Guess I've been an alcoholic since I was 15 years old. I'm 36 now. Didn't really start being a daily habit until maybe I was 29, then it was like a daily habit. maybe in my 20s, it was like a daily thing, then kind of died off when I had kids. Then it wasn't, it was maybe on the weekends, but it was really heavy on the weekends. But maybe when I was 29, it was like a daily thing. But yeah, when we started having kids, then it slowed down. Just on the weekends, but then it spiked up again for reasons. Reasons. We all have reasons for what we do. Whoops. Yeah.
Plus 24/7 sweat protection.
I wonder why YouTube stiffed me on this one with no friends. That's okay. I don't mind talking to myself. More of an introspective thing. Oh. Maybe someone will watch it and gain something from it. That's okay too. I always try to do that from, my videos too. Maybe if someone watches a review video and gets a chuckle or something, that's great. That's a positive video then. If one person watches a video and gets a laugh, then that's a successful video in my eyes. If one person laughs from it, then that's a good thing. If me doing something stupid gets one person to smile, then that's a success. If you can brighten one person's day, then that's a good thing. If you just walking up to a stranger and saying, hello, how are you today? That can make a difference in someone's life. Yes. Because you never know what the person standing next to you is going through. Cool. My shoulder hurts. I think it's my arthritis again. I need to get some kind of injection. They do steroids or some kind of pain injection. I'm not sure what they do. I had it done once before. It helps for a little while. Just we switched practices, so I'm not sure if the doctor up in this area would perform such a thing. I hope so. It's like a burning, tearing feeling in my shoulder. I think it's arthritis. I have moderate arthritis in my shoulder. Too much lifting in my youth, maybe. I don't know. Which doesn't make sense. I never did any hardcore lifting or anything. I always did cable lifting stuff. So I always thought that was less damaging damaging, so I don't know. Well, they're no friends, though. I guess I could shut down the live stream and try again. I'm getting quite sick of uploading and re-uploading this damn live stream, but it is what it is. Maybe I did something wrong to the YouTube gods. I'll give it to 20 minutes, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's the music they don't like. We'll just sit here in silence, I guess. That'll be fun. We can do that. Had some bangers going on. That was pretty cool. I can sit in silence. That would be fun too. You know, I like silence. Just listen to the perpetual motion of my cigarette rolling machine. That's fun. Does that count as ASMR? I don't know. Let's find out. That's fun. Yeah, that's kind of a nice noise. Yeah, that's definitely ASMR shit. That's pretty badass. Yeah, I'll need to get like a, oh, hello, friend. Just making cigarettes at the moment. How are you today? Oops. Very good. Always give it more thought to maybe make another tutorial video, but that's really much more to teach. It's always the same old stuff. I always just use crisscross, but I have been experimenting with other tobacco. I tried 2 different other types. I tried, I think the good stuff and a gambler. They were okay. This last batch of crisscross was extra crispy, so I think currently I have the gambler and crisscross mixed together. It's working out all right. I think I had a piece of bread thrown in there too, just for good luck. This tobacco's just been too damn dry. I know you're gonna say, a piece of bread, what the hell is that about? It's just the tobacco is so crispy and dry, I don't know what the hell is going on. It's ludicrous. But yeah, last night I did hammer out a lot of vintage cigarette reviews, my friend. We got 4 done. I launched 2 of them. The other 2, I might as well just fire out today. I mean, no one's gonna watch them anyway, you know? That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, the crisscross, I don't know, it's cheap. That's why I go with it. Well, thank you, man. That means a lot. I love to hear that. I just wish, I don't know, I don't want to be an asshole and say I wish my videos would reach a wider audience, but I don't know, I kind of do. I'd like to get more feedback, you know. People think my shit sucks, you know, I'd like to hear it. I just kind of emulate, you know, Steve MRE. You know, he was a real inspiration to me. I like New England Wildlife and More. He kind of inspired me too. He's an awesome dude. I love his videos and Steve MRE. They both kind of just inspired me to kind of do this kind of stuff. I like to think I'm just like Steve MRE, just like the cigarette portion, because you know that's what I took after when Steve would open up the pack of cigarettes. I can't, you know, really get my hands on military ration cigarettes because they go for a freaking arm and a leg. Anytime I see military cigarette rations out of MREs, they go for like hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I love putting my face on the old cigarette ads. I don't know what else. Maybe just take a picture with like a black backdrop with the vintage packs of cigarettes on them. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, I was thinking the thumbnails too. Maybe people just see my face on them and are like, what the fuck's this asshole doing? But I don't know. Yeah, because Steve MRE just has like a picture of the MREs on them, I guess. I don't know. But people are also going to see like a pack of cigarettes and they're going to be like, ugh, cigarettes are fucking disgusting. What an asshole too. So I don't know. Because that was my idea. Because I forget, it was something in my past, and my wife said, oh, that kind of looks like an album cover. So that's what I do with my thumbnails, is I kind of take the vintage cigarette ads, and I try to make them look like a typo negative album cover with my you know, vintage ads. Because if you ever seen a typo negative album cover, it'd be like their picture, then it has typo and then negative on like the album cover. So I'm trying to make it look like a typo negative album cover, but like Dreamsy Smokes. Maybe I'll rearrange it a little. I'm surprised I haven't got like a copyright from like RJ Reynolds or something. Like, stop using, well, maybe if I would get like popular and get like 10,000 views or 100,000 views, they'd probably like email me a cease and desist letter, like, hey, stop using our fucking advertisements or something. But I don't think it would be a copyright, because I'm not doing a copyright. I'm adding my own thing to their image. Like, I don't know. It's not like I'm using their direct image. I'm doing something to it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that falls under copyright infringement, because I'm changing the image. So I don't know if that would be copyright infringement, because I'm not using their image directly. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I was making money off of it, but it's not like I'm fucking making money off of it. I don't think YouTube, you could even monetize content that involves, you know, cigarettes or shit like that. I'm pretty sure you can't. I would have to, like, do something that doesn't involve smoking. Maybe if I get a large enough audience from smoking cigarettes and then switch to doing something that's not smoking, I'd have to do that. Because I think any video, like if you would be monetized, any video that contains smoking, you can't make money off of, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think Jacob fucking Jones makes money though, because well, his videos aren't 18 plus though. All of my videos are 18 plus. Like all of my own videos, all of my old videos are 18 plus, and I tried to appeal them and it failed. And I think if you have a video that's 18 plus, you can't monetize it. I'm pretty positive. Like it's unmonetizable or some shit. And like almost all my videos from a year ago are 18 plus. And I even like appealed it and I said, like right in the beginning of my video, I say I in no way encourage smoking in every single one of my videos. That's like in the first 30 seconds of my video, I say I in no way encourage smoking. Smoking causes, you know, all sorts of diseases and lung cancer. I make that a point to, you know, verbally say it. Do I have to hold up a fucking piece of paper and say, you know, don't smoke? I know in Jacob Jones' video, he like talks at like 10 times speed and says, you know, don't, you know, whatever, cigarettes cause cancer, or whatever the fuck. I don't really watch his videos because he talks really fast and I find his voice annoying. But he seems like a cool guy. I don't like his videos. I just think he has an annoying voice. I mean, no, you know, no offense to the guy. And all his videos are like a fucking hour long. I can't do it. He probably goes to like he got like what 50 or 100,000 followers on YouTube, and now he's on like a paid platform or something, and they followed him over there. I only have like what 1360 I think on YouTube, but it's like I post videos and no, like I have, you know, 1,300 subscribers, but nobody watches my videos anyway. But he has like, what, 50,000 subscribers, but when he posts a video, he only gets like, what, 2,000 or 3,000 views anyway. But some of his shit has like 500,000 views. Yeah, YouTube's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's just he talks really fast, and I don't know. His voice is just annoying to me. But good luck to him. He's doing great things. I mean, I was gonna send him a pack of cigarettes. I was gonna send him a pack of like really like rare cigarettes I'd never seen him do that I got in my collection. I would like to see him do them, but he never responded to me. The pack of premier cigarettes I have, I was gonna tell him he had to light them with a match though, so it smelled like shit when he smoked them. Those the rare premier cigarettes. They only made in 1988. That were the ones that were whatever. They were basically like the first e-cigarettes ever made. nice, dude. Is I don't think I ever seen him do the Premier cigarettes. I think they're hard to get a hold of. I got them in one of my first auction wins. There's probably millions of them out there because nobody fucking smoked them. They were that terrible. But most people probably threw them in a landfill. I really haven't seen them come up in many auctions. Yeah. I have like 9 packs of them. I got like a whole carton of them. Well, I got 9 packs of them. Yeah, I'm trying. These are just a few of the ones I did so far. These are all the packs I did since we moved to the new house. All my old packs from the old house are still boxed up. Whoops. Oh yeah, it is. Probably the rarest ones I did the Dakotas. Those only lasted for like a year. I think those were like they tried to do like a female version of Marlboros. The Dakotas were marketed to women. I think they only lasted from like 1993 to 1994. Then they took them off the shelves. I think it was like 1993 to 1994. I have a pack of those in a box somewhere. the Dakota cigarette. It was strongly just marketed to women. I don't know why they had a problem with that though, because like the Eve and the Misty Menthol, those were always marketed to women, but they had a problem with the Dakota cigarette for some reason. Yeah, I bought this. It came with a cigarette auction. I need to get more of them. I need to get like another one. Yeah, it probably just like sat on like a counter at like a pharmacy or something. Like a drugstore maybe. Yeah, but I appreciate you subscribing, hanging out in the live stream. Yeah, not too many people out. I mean, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people just come and go. I figured I'd need to roll some cigarettes. So what the hell, I'll do a live stream quick. This is like the 3rd one. Yeah, but last night was busy. I did four reviews. This is the only time I really get to do either live streams or vintage cigarette reviews. What did I do? What the hell? Where's the other pack of cigarettes? What the hell did I do with it? I just smoked one too, man. Oh, right there it is. Yeah, I have a terrible sleep schedule too. I work 3rd shift, so yeah. So what I posted, these 2 videos are up last night. I did these last night. I did a pack of Montclair Lights 100s. These are probably from I'd say the mid 1990s. It's something like the pack design and the Surgeon General warning. Because, no, these are probably from the early 1990s, because it may contain carbon monoxide. And I did Nice. That's why I only use, I use the Golden Harvest tubes. I think they have super thick paper or something, because with my Powermatic Twin, if I don't use Golden Harvest tubes, it rips the paper as well. So that's why I only use Golden Harvest tubes, because the paper doesn't rip at the end. If I use any other type of tube, the paper always rips. So that's why I use the Golden Harvest, because it must have thicker paper or something. So that's why I only use Golden Harvest. Yeah, it's before they got insane with the lower birth weight, and it may cause emphysema and all the other shit. So that's why I'm gonna say that was the early 1990s, because then I got the pack of Montclair. I was gonna say these are probably like the mid to late 1990s, and you get 20 cents off too. So what a bargain! Because this one, it's smoking by pregnant women may cause low birth weight and fetal injury and stuff. So I did a review of these last night. So I was probably gonna post that one today. And I did a pack of Now cigarettes, menthol. These are super healthy cigarettes by R.J. Reynolds. I think these are probably from the mid to early 1980s. They only have 2 milligrams of tar. 2 milligrams of, 2 milligrams of tar. They're super healthy and they're just super healthy for you. And super tasty too. You just eat them, actually. But yeah, it is super snazzy. Silver. There it went. Yeah, but I think these are from the early to mid 1980s based on the pack design, and it does have a barcode on it. So it gotta be like the early 1980s, I'm thinking. And it just says that, smoking, it might be dangerous to your health. They weren't quite sure, So yeah, it's right now. And this one, I'm pretty positive, based on the pack design, it's from the early 1970s. Just two people chilling, checking out a waterfall. Because there was a lot of magazine articles showing off this pack design that were from 1971 to 1974. And it just has this one doesn't have a Surgeon General warning. It just has a caution: cigarette smoking, it may be hazardous to your health. But yeah, this one was in a lot of magazine articles during my research. So 1971, 1974. Smells like raisins. Very, very nice aroma of raisins. But yeah, those are the 4 I knocked out last night. Very good. Yeah, but no alcohol for a while. It's been December 19th, just some Mountain Dew, or Mountain Thunder, whatever the hell Walmart sells. But yeah, I'm bidding. I have a box downstairs full of assorted vintage cigarettes, and I'm currently bidding on some more though, so we got some more on the way. Working overtime, so we'll get some more coming. Might as well with that one. That's why I'm gonna stick to just, oh yeah, that one's pretty cool. Definitely the early 1970s. Yeah, they don't make cigarette packs like that anymore. It's kind of nifty. Soon we'll get what the EU has. Just people, What was my favorite one? Just the chick coughing up blood into a rag. That one's pretty cool. Or the bald bald chick in a hospital bed with, you know, the respirator. That one's pretty cool too. We'll get some nifty pack designs. They should do, that was one of my favorite tangents. I gotta look it up on a live stream. Like, I went off on a fucking tangent about, you know, the cigarette pack designs. Like, they should do that, like, on every case of beer or every bottle of beer. They should have, like, a terrible car accident with someone's head through a windshield. Or they should have, like, some guy, like, punching his wife right in the face. Like, why don't they do that for beer? That pisses me the hell off. Why don't they do that for alcohol? You know, they do terrible things for cigarettes. Why the hell do they still advertise alcohol and, you know, liquor on TV? I think alcohol and liquor are a lot more dangerous than poor little cigarettes. You know, it's bullshit. You know, I think a pack of cigarettes a day is a lot safer than drinking a 6-pack of beer every day. You know, I never smoked a pack of cigarettes while driving my car, you know, versus, you know, driving your car and drinking a fucking 6-pack of beer or something. You know, so I don't know, what the fuck? It's bullshit. I don't know. They still, you know, hopefully RFK does something about, you know, junk food. I think junk food and alcohol is a lot more dangerous to society than fucking cigarettes are. Yeah, but they should definitely do that, though. Yeah, it's bullshit. They want to cover up how, you know, dangerous sugar was and just blame it on fat, you know. I think that was like, what, back in the 1980s. You know, they said, oh, sugar's good for you. They put it on top of the food pyramid and said, oh, don't eat meat and don't eat fat. Fat is bad for you. Everything's low fat and high sugar. Sugar's good for you. No, sugar is bad for you. You should be eating more fat and less sugar. Sugar's terrible for you. That's so, you know, the big companies can sell you more sugar. More sugary cereals and more, you know, sugary treats. So you eat less meat and more sugary garbage. That's what they want you to do. And they, you know, they tried in the early days to hide the facts about cigarettes, so you smoked more cigarettes. Which, you know, that's a bad thing. Cigarettes are bad for you. But, you know, I disagree with the fact of, I mean, I think they should be allowed to advertise cigarettes. And they should be allowed, if they can advertise alcohol, they should be allowed to advertise cigarettes. I think they should take it both away. They shouldn't be allowed to advertise alcohol either. They shouldn't be allowed to advertise sugary cereals or sugary treats. They should take it all away. Or they should be allowed to advertise everything. It should be equal. I personally say, take it all away. They shouldn't be able to advertise alcohol. Because it's fucking garbage. They shouldn't be advertising sugary fucking garbage either. They shouldn't be advertising poison vaccines and shit. Pfizer, fucking whatever bullshit, you know? Or they're fucking whatever these fat people are injecting into their stomachs. They shouldn't be advertising that every 2 fucking seconds. You want to lose weight, stop eating fucking garbage. Take a walk or something, you know? Smoke a fucking cigarette. That's what they did in the old days. It worked. Stop eating. Get a little self-control, you know? It's science. If you want something bad enough, just fucking do it. It's hard. It's fucking really hard. Do you know how bad I want to start fucking drinking? Very fucking badly. Every day I want to start fucking drinking again. Reach for a lucky. Yeah, I smoke. It's terrible. I know. But yeah, I would say they shouldn't advertise cigarettes, and they definitely shouldn't advertise alcohol either. So every time I see an alcohol commercial, I get pissed off. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, why can they still advertise this bullshit? But, you know, I want to see a fucking cool commercial. I have no alcohol. I haven't had any alcohol since, December 19th. Maybe once I hit the year mark, it'll slow down, I hope. Yeah, but I mean, it's getting a little bit better, I suppose. I mean, but I'm on the mindset, like, once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. It's always going to be, like, in the back of your head, like, fuck, I could really use a drink right now. But maybe it's one of those things, like, you can help other people, you know? Like, it's one of those things, like, shit, you know, I was paralyzed in a bed for, 3 weeks. Maybe it's one of those things. Like, I can help other people that have been paralyzed and, help them say, like, you can do it. You can walk again. It's gonna be a bitch, but you can do it, you know? It's gonna be hard to regain the ability to get up and relearn how to do things. You know, you're an alcoholic. It's going to be hard to stop, but you're going to be able to do it because it's a bitch. It's scary that just one bad day, one terrible event. It's scary that you can just revert, and that's what scares me. Oh, damn. Oh, oh, my damn bad. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of what this live stream was. The first half an hour, I was just fucking bitching about nobody being in here, and I was talking to myself. I was cursing YouTube for not giving me people to talk to. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I'm happy you stumbled upon my friend. Look at that, I had a cigarette ready to go this whole time. Yeah, like the first half an hour of this live stream, I was just talking to myself. So that was fun. Yeah, I don't go back and watch my live streams. It'd be too embarrassing. Especially, I have like so many live streams where I was fucking hammered. I never posted those. It's in the YouTube universe somewhere. I hate to go back and watch them because it'd probably be too much. Maybe it'd be too much. I know there was live streams where I probably picked up like 100 subscribers. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was probably very hammered. So I don't know. I probably should go back and watch them, you know? Yeah. I don't know, yeah, there was live streams where I was probably really drunk. That's how I made, you know, a lot of my old, you know, my old review videos. I was always very drunk. Probably the drunkest video was probably the Eric little cigar video. I was very, very drunk. Oh man, yeah, that was probably the drunkest video I did was the Eric like cigar video. My hair was fucking all over the place. I was hammered. I think that was probably the drunkest video I did. I just got home from work. I was having a shitty day and I fucking dropped the hammer. That was a good video. Oh man, phew. That was an old video. That was probably maybe like, I don't know, 6th or 7th video I did. I think I have a playlist. I put all my videos into the playlist. I don't know how to get to it. I think you have to click on my channel and then just go to the playlist. Yeah, I put all my videos and all my shorts into the playlist. I think all the live streams I make public, I put in there. Like I said, I have a shit ton of live streams back when I used to drink pretty heavy, but those I didn't make public. And they always get like a little like hazard little triangle because I used to, you know, play music and stuff. But then like you have to go into them and you have to like make the music silent, but I don't know if that makes like the whole video silent. I don't know. I have no clue how that works. If you play music during your shit, then it doesn't let you post the live stream. That's because like nowadays I just don't play music. I just, you know, have it silent because then I can post the live stream without any issue, you know. Because surprisingly, like the live streams get a little bit of views, you know. People, I guess, like to come back and, you know, just watch it, which is cool. And it's just, you know, hanging out, making cigarettes and stuff, which I was gonna do anyway, you know. And it's just nice, just hanging out. I don't know who the hell that is. I thought about just playing like stupid, you know, just chill music or something. That'd be cool. Just playing like random, like fart noises or something. That'd be cool. Like, what was his name? King Ass Ripper. He's one of my favorites. He's pretty cool. I don't know if I could play enjoy his videos though. Definitely look into him. He's a pretty cool guy. Name dropping other YouTubers. I don't think he's on YouTube anymore though. I think he's on like OnlyFans or something probably. He's just this big fat guy that like walks around in tighty whities and farts. His videos are pretty funny though. It's only for a certain taste of people. Pretty funny videos though. All right. They kick ass though. Usually I like to fill this tin up. It's very shiny. It's like a little festive Christmas tin. Yeah, King Ass Ripper. It's pretty funny. Just a jolly fat guy that walks around his house and farts. It's good times all around. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for the new like. I appreciate it, my friend. Whoops. So you have, what'd you say? You have like an automatic cigarette maker. That's pretty cool. My mom she had one that was just like a janky little, like I bought her one off Amazon and you just like put the tube on and hit a little button and it made a little cigarette. I don't know. I like my little Powermatic twin. I just make them one at a time. When you make them two at a time, sometimes the second chamber doesn't fire right. So I just do them one at a time. And it makes the perfect cigarette though, I guarantee it. It makes them nice and tight. When you try to do them two at a time, it just gets sketchy. But I find when I'm just make them one at a time, it does a hell of a job. They make a triple too, but I can imagine making them three at a time would just be a mess. But yeah, it's perfect. I did have a Powermatic single, but they usually last for probably about 2 or 3 years. Then you gotta swap them out, but it's a $10 piece of plastic, you know what I mean? It's a good machine. I like it. Damn. Yeah. No, I usually smoke maybe about a pack a day. I'm more of a habitual smoker. I smoke like normal times throughout the day. Like I'll smoke when I wake up, then I'll usually get ready for work, then I'll smoke before I leave for work. I have about a 35-minute drive to work, so it usually takes me 10 minutes to get to the highway. I'll smoke when I get on the highway. Then I'll smoke when I get off the highway. I'll smoke when I pull into work. Then I go into work. I usually smoke 3 cigarettes on my lunch break. Then I don't smoke while I'm at work because we can't have any cigarette breaks throughout the rest of the day. I'll get out in my car when I leave work. I'll smoke before I get to the highway. Then I'll usually smoke again when I get off the highway. And then when I get home, I usually have a cigarette maybe every hour before I go to bed. So that usually amounts to about a pack a day. So I usually just smoke, I smoke at the same time every day. If that makes any sense. Which I think is not is usual for most people. You smoke like clockwork. I have it down to having a cigarette at pretty much the same exact time every day. You know, during the week. I hate this cigarette case. I think it's made in China. Smoke 'em if you got 'em mentality. Nope, like I said, I just smoke them at certain intervals at the exact same time every day. Be like, all right, I'm at this point of time in my day, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I reached this point of time in my day, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Like, okay, it's 10:30, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Okay, it's 11:30, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. And I told my doctor, and you could use this little trick too. I told my doctor I'm trying to quit smoking, so I get a prescription for nicotine lozenges. I don't have any on me, but they're little peppermint flavored nicotine lozenges. And I use those when I'm at work because we're not allowed to go outside and have cigarette breaks anymore. So that's what I use at work. And I use them at home too. I usually take 2 of them when I'm, going to sleep. I, just have them in my mouth because they just dissolve and melt away. They help me go to sleep because, they're relaxing. But yeah, I use those at work instead of going outside for a cigarette break. Yeah, instead of, because those little things are like nicotine pouches or nicotine lozenges you would buy at Walmart are like 30 or 40 bucks. But yeah, I just got my doctor to write me a prescription, and I get like a gigantic bag of they come in little bottles, and I get a gigantic bag of boxes of them for free. Yeah, I got like 10 cases of them. They're really tasty too. They just taste like peppermints. And you just put them in your mouth and let them dissolve. Yeah, those are tasty. Like I said, I put them in my mouth before I go to sleep, and they help me relax before I go to sleep. I enjoy them, but they're 4 milligrams of nicotine. Yeah, they just taste like little peppermints. Yeah. I don't know if they have any other flavors, but I just get peppermint. Yeah, with my insurance, they're free, but I assume with any insurance, since they're like a quit smoking aid, I assume they'd probably be free. I'm surprised my doctor hasn't said, damn, you've been trying to quit forever. I'm like, well, it's really hard. But yeah, I just keep getting those. Well, they last really long though. You get like 30 little lozenges in every capsule. Well, I'm not trying to quit, not yet. Maybe sooner or later. I did quit once though. I quit for, let's see, I quit for a year when my first daughter was born, and she's 10 years old right now. So I quit smoking for a year. It was all right because I quit. I think I used the nicotine. Yeah, I used the nicotine patch and the nicotine gum because when my daughter was born, it was just me and my wife, and we were in the hospital for like 5 or 6 days. And I just stayed with her the whole time. I didn't like go outside for cigarette breaks or anything. And there was complications and stuff, so I just stayed in there. I had like nicotine patches and nicotine gum and shit like that. So, and when we left the hospital, I just kept doing the nicotine patch because I promised my wife, once we had our daughter, I would stop smoking. And I did that for a year. And then my mom ended up moving in with us. And, after 9 months of my wife and my mom bickering and fighting with each other, I started smoking again. You can only take so much. So yeah, that's how I quit smoking for a year. And then I had 3 more kids over the next, 5 years. So yeah, have 4 kids and a mortgage, and that's where I'm at. Very nice. And then my mom passed away, I think it's two years ago. What, 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, she's in a better place. In my dining room. Yeah, cremation's definitely the way to go. I worked in the funeral business for 10 years. They'll rip you off big time. Oh, that was another one of my drunk tangents too. I think it said, when I die, I just want to get, just bury me in the backyard and light me on fire. That's the way I want to go. Just dig a nice hole in the backyard and get some, gasoline and light it on fire. That's how I want to go out. Then you could just like scoop up the ashes and, bury, put me in like a coffee can or something. That'd be cool. Then just cover up the bones. Put a little bit of ashes or something in a coffee can. Gotta get it hot enough though. Now just let me cook for a while. Excuse me. Or just do cremation. It's a lot better. I think for my mom and everything, it was like $3,000. funeral cost, I don't even know. I think, what are they, like 15 grand or something? And that's probably not even including like a headstone and shit. I think once you get like the casket, the fucking funeral home, once they're done raping you for like a viewing and shit, it might even be like close to $20,000. I was only on the, I was a casket delivery driver, so I only usually seen the casket side of the business. And trust me, from our end, selling a casket to a funeral home was like $400. And I seen what these funeral homes were charging for a casket. We would sell the casket to the funeral home for like $400 or $500, and they're charging these people like $3,000 or $4,000 for the casket. So that's a hell of an upcharge. And it pisses me off too, because I was actually I was gonna apply for a job for, I think I seen a local funeral home. They were hiring for like a crematory operator or some shit. I was like, oh man, that sounds pretty cool. Because I would do that. I mean, I'm not bothered by dead bodies and shit. I've seen plenty of dead bodies, you know, working as, you know, the delivery driver, so that doesn't bother me. So I was gonna apply for the job, and I seen how much they're paying. They're paying $25 an hour. I'm like, the fuck? That's garbage. You have to like throw dead bodies into a fucking cremator oven and fucking deal with all that bullshit, and you're only gonna pay $25 an hour. And they want you to go get, you know, a license and within a year to be like a whatever, like a mortician and shit. But you're gonna have to deal with dead bodies and throw them in ovens and shit, and you're only gonna pay $25 an hour, and you're making millions of dollars a year being a funeral business, and you're gonna pay someone $25 fucking dollars an hour to be part of that business? You're out of your fucking mind. Like, that's bullshit. I make $32 an hour working in a fucking warehouse, and you're gonna pay someone $25 an hour to throw people in fucking ovens and deal with dead bodies. And you're running a goddamn funeral home business. That's ridiculous. So I didn't apply for that job. That's horseshit. I was expecting more money than that. For someone that's going to be handling corpses and doing that sort of shit, to make $25 an hour, that seems a little too low for me. But I don't know. I would like to have that job. Seems pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed working at the casket company. It was just, the money wasn't there. When I left the place, I was only making $18 an hour. Oh, hey, what's going on, friend? But yeah, they rip people off. The funeral business is terrible. You know, we would sell, you know, sometimes we would get damaged caskets, you know, there'd be like scratch and dented caskets. You know, it'd be like minor damage, like in the back of the casket. casket, you know, there'd be like a big dent or something. And you know, like during a funeral, no one would see like the back of the casket, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, you'd be sitting and like, you know, you'd be looking at the front of the casket, you'd walk up and, you know, look at the corpse or whatever. You'd be like, oh man, Grammy's dead. You know, you'd sit and look at the front of it. So you'd never see like a big fucking dent in the back of the casket. So it wouldn't be a big deal. Now those we would sell to the funeral homes for, you know, like $150 because the big dent in the back of the casket. Like you would go to like a discount, you know, yeah, a discount place and buy a fridge with, you know, a big dent in the side of the fridge for, you know, half the price. We would do the same thing with caskets, you know, a big dent in a casket. But we would sell that to the funeral homes for, you know, a half or a quarter of the price. You know damn well these funeral homes are going to sell that off to families for full fucking price. And I guarantee they did. So, you know, they're making money hand over fucking fist. And, you know, the funeral homes would buy the damaged caskets, you know, 20, 30 at a time. Because the metal caskets were made in Mexico. So, you know, they traveled really far, so they'd get banged up along the way. You know, I had a really steady hand, so I was able to usually touch up scratches and all that shit. So we were able to fix up some pretty, you know, decent scratches and shit. Yeah, I'm in the pool room. Oh, I set up my cigarette display, you know, try to look kind of spiffy. Yeah, just hanging out in the pool room. Oh, I'm back. The pool's not full though. The pool, we're still waiting on the pool technician guy to come out and fix the drain. Got pretty good acoustics out here. Echo. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's all right, you know. Time is, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. That's good. Yeah, just making cigarettes, my friends. Fucking back hurts. Damn. Shit, cup's empty. Yeah, I was just drinking some Mountain Thunder, Mountain Lightning. I'm not quite sure which it is. It's, you know, Walmart's Mountain Dew. Yeah. I was out of energy drinks at the moment. I think we have some on order. Walmart usually comes out and delivers stuff. Nice. Whoops. Yeah, but I appreciate you stopping by. Any plans for Easter? Looks like my wife set out some baskets for the kids, so that's good. A bunch of candy. I think my mom would always set out a big basket of candy for me when I was a kid. All the Easter bunny candy and a big bunny. That was always fun when you were a child, like going on Easter egg hunts and stuff. That was always a blast, man. Those days. I think I have a memory of like going on an Easter egg hunt, and I got this fucking bunny that was almost as big as me. That was a blast, man. Some cool times. Oh shit. I don't remember that stream. I had a stream like that? That's crazy. I was probably plastered. No, I don't remember that. What was I doing? Just rolling cigarettes or I don't know, man. No, I never have nights like that. Just, this is the usual night, just 2 or 3 people, my friend. Please don't tell me I was singing or something. I probably was singing. Usually when I start singing, though, people would leave. No, I remember I'd usually have a gay dude or two telling me to take my shirt off, which, I mean, it's flattering, but... Trust me, you don't want to see what's under the shirt. Oh man, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, those days are over though. No more drinking for old Dreamsy. I'll do my damnedest, my due diligence. But it is what it is. You can't really change the past, you know? Man. It's like you want a lot of people, but then again, you don't want a lot of people. The more people you get, you know, I don't know. Then you get more people that are, you know, negative, but I don't mind negativity, you know, I can deal with it. I usually just take negativity and turn it into positivity, you know. I'm super surprised I don't have, like, I've never had any real negative comments or anything like that. In live streams here and there, but it's always about my fucking hair, which, you know, I don't really care. Oh, I always try to be polite. I'm not an asshole. Probably, I always try to be the nicest guy. You know? Yeah, I always try to be positive. You know? Cool. Oops. Yeah, these tubes are so bent, man. What time is it? Yeah, I'll probably take off in a few minutes. Got a hell of a mess to clean up. Yeah, that's why I like to make a bunch of cigarettes at once, because even though how hard I try, it always ends up on the floor. It's all over the damn table. Yeah, we only made one set of tea cigarettes tonight, man. All right, man. Thanks for dropping by. I'll post a whole live stream later if you want to catch up. The first half an hour, I was just like reflecting on life and just talking to myself, man. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. Have a good holiday, man. Yeah, I only got like 3 more cigarettes to roll. I was gonna fire up a smoke and probably end the live stream. Nice. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Nice. Oh shoot, what kind of tea do you got? I don't know. My go-to is just a nice mint tea. That's my favorite. I don't know, man. I mean, it's definitely not for everybody. My wife doesn't like it. That's why I'm making her cigarettes now just tobacco. She hates it. Like I said, I get mint. I would start with just mint tea. Like a nice spearmint tea or peppermint tea. Spearmint's probably my favorite. Or like a combination of both would be cool. I prefer spearmint tea over peppermint tea. But peppermint tea is awesome too. Then if you like that, maybe go on to like my favorite fruity tea would be like a peach tea. Then like cherry's pretty good. I'd stay away from anything that has, what the hell is it? Like nutmeg, I think, is really gross. It leaves a really bad taste in your mouth. Yeah, mint tea is really cool. It tastes like, I don't know what you usually smoke or used to smoke before you started rolling, but the spearmint tea tastes like Marlboro Smooth. Like if you ever had a Marlboro Smooth, it kind of has that spearminty taste to it. And that's probably my favorite name brand off-the-shelf cigarette would be a Marlboro Smooth. Because those are, it's a pretty tasty cigarette, I gotta say. If I ran out of cigarettes and I had to, stop at a gas station and get a pack of cigarettes, I'd probably get a pack of Marlboro Smooths. If it didn't have those, I mean, oh, welcome from Argentina, my friend. I hope you're having a good, whatever time of day it is. Welcome. Nice, nice. Nah, I mean, back in the day, I would smoke Salem Green Label. But I would usually, I don't know what you're saying, my friend. Smoking crisscross. with, whoops, oh, with tea. It's good. It's good. Ah. No, I don't sing. No. I'm not a rocker. Argentina, it's probably a nice place. It's good. No, I just shaved my head because I have alopecia. I've been doing that for, I don't know, maybe the past, maybe 5 years, my alopecia kind of flared up. It comes and goes. That's why my eyebrows are really fucked up. I'm hairless. Like my arms and legs are completely hairless. People always ask me like if I shave my arms and legs and shit. I'm like, no. Just the hair never grew. It's the alopecia. I would have been a good swimmer if I ever learned how to swim. I'd be super fucking quick. Oh, yeah, but like the side of my head, like if I don't shave my head, well, you can see it. It's like super blotchy, like the bald spots and shit. So that's why I shave my head. Like the hair in the middle there's a few bald spots, but when I slick my hair back, it usually covers all of them up. So that's why I went with a mohawk. So it covers up my bald spots pretty good. And I like the mohawk too, though. It sets me apart. You know, it makes me kind of unique. And I always liked the mohawk anyway. I was gonna let it grow out really long. See how long I can let it grow. I was thinking about doing braids too. I was gonna do like a braided mohawk maybe. See if that would pan out. We'll see, time will tell. Now all the kids are awake. My wife will be up soon. They see all the candy. They're gonna go ape shit. Oh, hi. Stay. Yeah, what time? 5:03. Oh, man. The kids. Yeah, I'll probably go to sleep around noon. Got to get up at like 8 o'clock and get ready to go to work. I usually leave the house at like 10. Yeah, I usually leave the house at like 10:15. Get my ass to work. I work 11 to 7. 5 nights a week. Got to put 4 hours of overtime in, so it's a fucking nightmare. Oh my God. Oh. All right, friends. I hope everyone has a pleasant holiday. I hope our new friend Damien has a wonderful day in Argentina. I'm sorry I don't speak your language, my friend. I am not a rocker, but it was a pleasure to meet you. I think I might have seen you before, but your name sounds familiar. All right, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, as always. Please do subscribe if you're not, but yeah, do have a wonderful day. It was a pleasure meeting my new friends and a pleasure spending the morning with the old friends. But yeah, do take care. Dreamsy out. All right. Oh, I don't fall over. Knock my chair over. All right, take care. Have a good day. Yes, I want to end.